Zen is a branch of Buddhism that emphasizes the practice of meditation as a means to achieving enlightenment. Mindfulness and meditation are closely connected in Zen Buddhism. In this video, we'll explore the specific practice of Zazen and how it differs from other forms of meditation through the teachings and quotes of two prominent Zen masters, Hakuin Ekaku and Dogen. Hakuin Ekaku was a Japanese Zen master of the Rinzai school, who lived in the 17th century. He is considered one of the revivers of the Rinzai school, and his teachings focus on the practice of koans, which are short stories or phrases that Zen practitioners use to challenge their assumptions and to achieve a deeper understanding of reality. Hakuin's emphasis on koans and his emphasis on the importance of immediate realization of enlightenment in one's daily life has been a significant influence in the development of Zen Buddhism. Dogen, on the other hand, was a Japanese Zen master and the founder of the Soto school of Zen Buddhism in the 13th century. He is considered one of the most important figures in the history of Zen Buddhism, and his teachings focus on the practice of Zazen, which is a core meditation practice in Zen Buddhism. Dogen emphasized the practice of Zazen as a means to directly experience one's true nature, and he taught that all beings have the potential to achieve enlightenment. Zazen is a central Zen practice. It is a seated meditation in which practitioners sit with a proper posture and focus on their breath, often counting the breath or using a specific word or phrase as a focal point. The purpose of Zazen is to quiet the mind and achieve a state of alert relaxation. The practice helps to let go of thoughts, judgments, and distractions, and to be present in the moment. As Dogen said, to study the Buddha way is to study the self. To study the self is to forget the self. To forget the self is to be actualized by the myriad of things. Mindfulness is the practice of being present and aware in the moment, without judgment. It's about paying attention to what's happening in the present, rather than dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. Hakuin states that realization is right in front of you, but you don't see it. The true self is always with you, but you look for it elsewhere. By practicing mindfulness, we can learn to be more aware of our thoughts, emotions, and bodily sensations, and to observe them without getting caught up in them. The key difference of Zazen and other forms of meditation is that Zazen is a specific practice within Zen Buddhism, and its main focus is to achieve enlightenment or satori, which is a deep state of understanding and insight into the nature of existence. Dogen said, "Sitting, just sitting, is the door to all the secrets." Hakuin also emphasizes the importance of Zazen in achieving enlightenment, stating, "Zazen is not learning to do something. It is the dropping off of all things." Zazen is a way to cultivate the mind and to gain a deeper understanding of oneself and the world around us. The modern Japanese Zen teacher Jinen Nagai distinguishes meditation from Zazen. He says that meditation is within concept, while Zazen is out of concept. By doing Zazen regularly, we can learn to quiet the mind and to gain a deeper understanding of our thoughts and emotions. Dogen taught that sitting is the foundation of the Buddha's way, and the Buddha's way is actualized in sitting. Hakuin adds that Zazen is not a means to an end, it is both the means and the end. We can also develop the ability to remain calm and centered in the face of stress and negative emotions. One of the key concepts in Zen Buddhism is the idea that we are not our thoughts. Our thoughts are simply temporary mental states that come and go. By learning to observe our thoughts without getting caught up in them, we can gain a sense of inner calm and clarity. Hakuin states that enlightenment is not some kind of happiness. It is the end of all sorrow. Dogen also emphasizes the importance of letting go of our thoughts and judgments, stating, if you want to realize the truth, don't be for or against. The struggle between for and against is the mind's worst disease. This can help us to see things more clearly and to respond to situations in a more appropriate and effective way. Mindfulness and Zazen can be practiced in any setting, whether it's in nature, at home, or in a group setting. The important thing is to make time for your daily routine. Even just a few minutes of mindfulness or Zazen a day can have a positive impact on our well-being. It can help us to gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us, and to live a more meaningful and fulfilling life. Through the practice of Zazen, we can learn to quiet the mind and to gain a deeper understanding of our thoughts and emotions. Through mindfulness, we can learn to be present and aware in the moment without judgment. And through the teachings of Dogen and Hakuin, we can gain a deeper understanding of the true nature of reality and our place in it. Remember, as Hakuin said, enlightenment is not some distant thing. It is an immediate, ever-present possibility. In other words, the path to enlightenment is always available to us, and we need to be present and aware in the moment to access it.